DYC, make some noise!
Catholic Call. Got it. Are we live with you? Hi, Catholic Call, Brother Nick and
Father Manny.
we are from the Franciscan Friars Conventual. Of all the gajillion types of Franciscans, the OG Franciscans, we were asked for just what advice we would give you as young Catholics. I'd say one thing that hits close to home is particularly big in Franciscan charism is sometimes I think folks think when they give themselves over to faith, they have to become almost like a robotic version of themselves. What makes Catholicism particularly great is you are still good to be a real person. So don't be afraid to be yourself, to be a human being fully alive. So don't be the ultimate version of yourself, just be the fullest version of yourself possible. Second, I know I was only supposed to do one, but second, I would say this is a theological pet peeve of mine. Sometimes you'll hear us when we pray, kind of like asking Jesus to come to us or asking the Spirit to come into the room where we are. He is already here. That is the core of Christianity. So you don't need to crawl your way to Jesus. He's already done that. So you just have to pay attention to how he's already at work in your life. Not like he's not a vampire. You don't have to invite him in. He's already here. He's already here.
Well, my one thing is because knowing that this is a site or a podcast that has a lot of questions, and it's good to ask questions. I think it's such an important part of our faith is to ask questions and to kind of go deeper rather than staying on the surface. So I want to encourage you with the questions, but I also want to caution in some ways too that don't let the questions just become like your trivia. Let it become something that deepens your relationship with the Lord, and let it be something that helps you to grow in that relationship rather than keeping you distant and kind of off from all of the relationship that God wishes to have with you.
Love it.
Peace. Peace.
Okay, so Catholic Call here at DYC 2024. We're here with seminarian John Paul. We're going to be answering some questions that those guys had about the faith. So, yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's do it. Or how often do you think you should go to confession? What's the importance in it?
St. John Paul II went once a week, and he's a saint. So, and my saint. So, if he went once a week, then, gosh, maybe I should, but I don't. So, the requirement of the church is that you go once a year, minimum. But obviously, we want to strive for more than the minimum, right? We're not made for comfort, we're made for greatness. And so I would probably recommend at least once a month, right? But if you have mortal sin on your heart, immediately, as soon as you can. Thanks.
How important is it to get confirmed?
Ooh, I love this question. Why should you get confirmed? It's because the sacrament of confirmation is actually the only sacrament that's not for you specifically. It's the only sacrament, you do receive it, but it's actually, its intention is for others, right? So it's to strengthen you to bring the gospel outward, right? So that you can compel others into the faith, into the church. And so, yeah, I just find that fascinating. Like, it's so important because it strengthens you, it gives you the zeal to both evangelize and defend the church. Meaning it's entirely for the other, which then in another sense you could say is also the most charitable sacrament. Yeah, so it's really important.
And thank you so much. Would you have a message? Do you have a message for all the teenagers here at DYC?
Yeah, so later tonight we're gonna have adoration. We're gonna have adoration where the Most Blessed Sacrament will be brought before everyone in the arena. And I would just say, like, be radically open, and as you go forth as well, be radically open to what the Lord's going to do tonight, but also what he's doing moving forward. He doesn't come as an idea or some abstract concept. He comes to actually bring change into your life. And that's a scary thing, but it's critical. It's critical. And it will bring life and fulfillment. Because as he said, I came that they may have life and have it to the full. So I would say openness to the Lord as we enter into the night, and then going forth.
Thank you so much, and see you guys at Adoration.
Thank you. Go Chad.